Chapter 8, drinking and driving. So chapter 8, day 8 is what we're looking at today. Hope everyone is doing well over there. We're going to do a little bit of review first before we hop into the chapter, but I like to review from like the previous day here. So let's see what we got cooking. So, name me the four interchanges. You know those? So we've got cloverleaf, folded diamond, diamond, DDI is what we're looking for. How can you avoid hydroplaning? Keeping your speeds low and having good tire tread. Now, if it's raining out and even if it's daytime, we still need to have our headlights on. Or if it's snowing out and even if it's daytime, we still need to have our headlights on. Okay, we don't have our headlights to see through the rain or snow. We actually have our headlights on to see other drivers. So make sure that you're doing that. When could you ever pass on the shoulder? The answer is never. You never want to pass anybody on the shoulder. But if there's a fully marked lane which into drive in, then you can. Some people call it a bypass lane. So we're never passing anybody on the shoulder. You can only do that if you have a bypass lane. I live on a busy road myself. I live on Viking Boulevard in Wyoming. And whenever I turn into my driveway, people are always passing me on the shoulder. That is illegal, especially like if you go down, my house is right here, and then over here, there's like a road to go in. So can you just imagine someone's passing the shoulder, but then someone else is trying to go into that road? I mean, you're just asking to get T-boned there. So no passing on the shoulder. What about when you're within blank feet of a vehicle? You need to turn your high beams down. So oncoming, we want to turn our high beams down at within 1,000. And from behind, when we're driving down the road, I want to turn mine down within 200 so I don't blind him from behind. Okay. What about symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning? Dizziness, nausea, yawning. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas produced by your engine. It takes just a few minutes to affect your body. If you do feel like you do have carbon monoxide poisoning, a good supply of fresh air is going to be your best medicine. If it's snowing or raining, like today it's raining right now, what's the deal with the 3-second rule? We're going to use more, we're going to use less. More space is always better. 3 is just the minimum here in the state of Minnesota. So we're going to give more space if it's raining or snowing. I would say about a 5 to 10-second rule. More is always better. 3 is just going to be the minimum. Okay. What about far left-hand lane on the freeway? That's the fast or slow lane. Far left-hand lane. That's going to be the fast lane. People that are carpooling can drive in that lane. If it's rush hour time, so if you have yourself and somebody else in the car, you can drive in that far fast lane if you are carpooling. Some people call it the min pass. Some people call it the express lane, diamond lane. But the far left hand side of the freeway is going to be for the carpoolers or also the fast lane. Okay. What about how much room do you give a biker? That one's going to be 3 feet. What about you cannot park with how many feet of the following? So you cannot park with how many feet of a stop sign? And this is park, not stop. Stopping, we're going to stop 2 feet back if there is no crosswalk. But parking, we're going to stop we're not going to stop 2 feet for the parking. Nope. Get it right. All right. So, and just mind you, I already recorded one earlier today. I recorded 2 of these today, had an in-person class, and now I'm on my 4th teaching of the day. So I'm sorry. You cannot park within the how many feet of a stop sign? That one's going to be 30. You cannot park within 20 feet of a crosswalk. You cannot park 50 feet from a railroad and 10 feet of a fire hydrant. So those are all parking. Now, if we're talking about stopping, I don't want to get you confused now, but if there's a crosswalk or a stop line, we're always going to stop behind that. If we're just like stopping, making a full complete stop, and then going again, So we're going to always stop behind that crosswalk or the stop line, whatever is the farthest thing back. And if there is a crosswalk or stop line, 2 feet back. Okay. And you cannot park within 30 feet of a stop sign, 20 feet of a crosswalk, 50 feet of a railroad, and 50 feet of railroad. I said that railroad twice. I'm losing my mind. And then you are not allowed to parallel park any closer than 1 foot from the curb. Okay. So let's hop to this. We are going to do a little bit of a shorter day here, or the manual reading, I should say. But drinking and driving, hopefully, we don't know too much about this day. We talk about interlocks and things like that. I'm always hopeful that no one really knows about DWIs and interlocks because we don't. I don't want to, what I mean, like your parents, if they have one, you might know the process, but I like it when you know nothing. I can teach you everything. We can find all the rules of the road. With this drinking and driving stuff, there are a lot of laws. Like mine looks like a Christmas tree. I highlighted so much stuff. So while we're reading, if you find anything to highlight, do that. Otherwise, we're going to go over it. Just like we always do, we're going to highlight. Today, you do have an outline, so make sure that you keep that handy as well. But we are going to start on chapter 8 right now, and I'll play it for you. Chapter 8. Here we go.
Chapter 8. Driving under the